today, but it's one of those days, you know, when everything is tardy today. Lunch was tardy. I had phone calls that I put off because I wanted them to be tardy. What else was tardy? Oh, even Gloria.
How was Gloria tardy?
Gloria normally at this time of the day usually jumps up on the bed, and the reason she's there, it's not for me. She jumps up there because we have a thing that we do called tickle. And when she hears the word tickle, she jumps up on the bed. She knows I'm going to do this, okay? And I keep doing this, and so I realize I'm simply a slave to my cat. And I love that. And if you had told me 30 years ago I was going to be hugging my cat, which I do regularly, I wouldn't have believed you.
Zeta, we're having a little issue with Facebook audio, so
Oh.
just give us a minute here.
Well, you could move.
Instagram, are you guys okay? Take out the mic. Can you guys hear now? Facebook?
You know, it's always audio. Yeah, we can move this closer.
Closer for sound.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Blue
Instagram
Fox to
we
Red
have.
Leader. Pardon?
Instagram we have. I'm just waiting for Facebook.
Okay. I'll hung the Jeopardy theme.
All right. No sound on Facebook still. Okay.
Well,
sorry.
we have some. These are made with Manuka honey, and this is the butter. Then there's the facial mask, also with Manuka honey. And then we have the hand cream, also with Manuka honey. And then we have, I can't read this.
The lip gloss.
Thank you.
You love the lip gloss.
I knew that. I was just testing. I wanted to see if you knew it.
All right. And we love the Manuka honey because, okay, Zeta, I know you love eating Manuka honey too, right?
Yeah.
Manuka honey has such strong antibacterial elements. It is a natural antioxidant. It's a humectant, so it actually draws moisture to the skin. And we have special deals today, guys. We are doing 12 days of savings.
Wow.
So we have all these bundles, and each day we're discounting a new one. So today we're doing Manuka honey 4-pack, retail value $159.96, and we are doing a holiday sale. You get it for $99.99, 38% off.
I love when you do that. By the way, you're listening to my beautiful granddaughter.
It's Violet. I'll say
Who's
hi.
standing behind. Now she's sitting here.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
My beautiful granddaughter Violet, who I love so dearly. Okay, really.
They love the video of us. I posted a video of us on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, handing out the enzymes.
Oh.
And they love the part with us.
Great. Okay. Well, you have extremely good taste, all of you. Okay. Where are you going?
I'm going to check, just making sure everything's smooth, you know?
She understands that when you're part of this family and we all work together, everybody wears several hats, okay? Today, Violet is wearing the technical hat in terms of the cameras, and also the hat about explaining what we're selling and why you should buy it, okay? Mm-hmm. And she also drove here today from Los Angeles.
I was wearing my driving hat.
Yeah, somebody told me they have a car that you put it in the GPS and it takes you there. I'd never heard of that. I know they're experimenting with them, but I didn't know that they were selling those cars.
I mean, would you drive one of those cars, Zeta?
No.
I wouldn't either.
No, it's like I wouldn't drive a completely electric car right now. I'm talking about California.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of the country, because you got to have backup in terms of petrol.
You do.
Because the reality is that every single year, they tell us only charge your cars here, and it's never a convenient time. And I'm thinking, why do you keep promoting buying electric cars if you can't provide all the electric to charge them? It's a conundrum. So in order to protect myself, if I was going to buy a new car, and frankly, I have not bought a new car in 10 or 12 years. I have 110,000 miles on my car, which I love. I would buy one that has gas as well as electric, because you never know, okay?
It's true.
And the electricity goes off every so often. Help it. If you have solar, you're cool. But when the electricity goes off, then what? And you're there with the plug in your hand here, and you got to charge your car because you have to get somewhere, and you're in trouble.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
So my advice is gas and electric. That's cool. Then you pacify these people and you pacify those people, but mainly you're covering yourself.
And they're asking you to speak up a little bit, Zeta.
Speak up, you say?
Yep.
Okay, I can speak up.
And they're asking me to tone my volume down. So
Project.
I'm by the phone. I'm gonna whisper here, and Zeta's gonna project like a real actor.
Okay, I can project. I'm sorry if you weren't hearing me. Can you read lips? You know,
Good at that.
when Suzanne was hired to be the blonde in the Thunderbird on American Graffiti, they said, you only have 3 words, I love you, to Richard Dreyfuss, if you saw the movie. And so she stayed up all night practicing how to say I love you. And she probably, looking in the mirror in her bathroom, and I think she probably had at least 15 or 20 versions of I love you. And then when she got there, the director, George, Star Wars George, big time director, George. Anyway, he directed American Graffiti, which was a brilliant choice. And it became the biggest movie of the year. And it cost, I think, $700,000 to make. So it made money over fists constantly. So what was I going to say? Oh, yes.
She was
so
practicing.
when Suzanne got there, the director said, just mouth the words.
Lucas.
Pardon me?
George Lucas.
George Lucas, thank you.
Yeah.
Just mouth the words. And she thought, I stayed up all night rehearsing how to say I love you, and you want me to mouth the words? And he said to her, she didn't say that to him. He said to her, they will all remember the blonde in the Thunderbird. And it's interesting because she never even got billing. Everybody else who was on camera got billing. But if you check the show, she didn't get billing. I think there's one reference there to the blonde driving the Thunderbird, but it doesn't say it's Suzanne Summers.
Oh,
It actually worked. It worked in her favor, because in 1973 she published her first book called Touch Me, and it was a little book of poetry. And she was sitting in the commissary at NBC, and Johnny Carson walked in, and it was the mid-afternoon, so no one was there, and he came over, and they talked, and she didn't even have an 8x10 photograph. So she handed him her poetry book, and he read the inside, whatever they call it.
The flap?
Yeah. And it said, it revealed the fact that she was the mysterious blonde in the Thunderbird. And 2 days later, Johnny had her on The Tonight Show.
That was a crazy progression of events.
Yeah.
Really crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying you look great tonight, Zeta.
Well, thank you very much.
They're all saying Alan looks great, and they're wishing you well.
Thank you.
They have a lot of empathy for what you're going through right now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, my family has saved me, okay? Because since the day it happened, which was, a month and a half, maybe getting closer to 2 months ago,
Yeah.
they have not allowed me to be alone other than a couple of nights here and a couple of nights there. but basically they've been here and they put together some kind of schedule. So there's always 2 or 3 Hamels or Summers or both, here. They cook for me. Like tonight, Violet. What are you making, Violet?
I'm making a meat sauce. I made it last night, the meat sauce. I'm just getting in close to you here. I made the meat sauce last night, cooked it on the pot for a long time. It's not as good as my mother's, but I think it's a good start. I'm excited to see what will come of this meat sauce.
Okay.
And Zeta told me about his favorite noodles.
Yep.
So we're gonna do it with some spaghetti or maybe the shell noodles, gluten-free, of course. Exactly what he likes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of our doctors who we respect a great deal, Dr. Russell Blaylock, he was a brain surgeon for 28 years, also a professor at, I can't remember which university, but he gave up surgery after 28 years because he was finding disease of the brain that they had never studied or even heard about in school. He decided to become a neuroscientist and a neuronutritionist, which is what he's been doing for the past many years.
Wow.
He said, nobody should be eating gluten. And then he explained why, and I wish I could explain why. But it's some kind of protein that we do not want. And why do we have a lot of gluten here? Because in Italy, you were eating pasta in Italy, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't ask if it was gluten-free, did you?
Oh, no, I ate gluten-free pasta in Italy.
Yeah.
I didn't eat gluten in Italy, but a lot of people do, and they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they have hardly any gluten in their pasta. Here, we took, I don't know, maybe 30 or 20 or 30 or 40 varieties of wheat. And whatever they did to it, we wound up with a whole lot of gluten in our pasta and also in our bread. Mm-hmm. So nobody should be eating gluten, okay? Dr. Hamel, okay, you can quote me. Dr. Hamel says nobody should be eating gluten.
I love Dr. Hamel.
Thank you.
And I agree too.
Yeah.
Because also there are so many great gluten-free products right now, you don't really need gluten anymore.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it kind of tastes the same.
We had gluten-free pizza the other night. We have a dear friend, we have 2 dear friends who own maybe the most successful restaurant in America. And Tony and Rance, who own Tropical in Palm Springs. And they found this location, and it was a body shop. One of those old style body shops where guys with hammers are banging out, you had an accident, your fender needed banging out. And they bought the body shop, and they built this incredible restaurant. And there are nights when they have 850 reservations.
Wow.
850 reservations.
Wow.
And every year they go away for a couple of weeks to some exotic country and come back with great new recipes. And shortly after they're back, you'll find those recipes on their menu. So their menu is very interesting. And we go there very regularly. It's great, and they're great hosts. And it's always, when you walk in, it's like there's a party going on. And you see groups of girls that are waiting outside, waiting to get in. And I wondered, what are groups of girls doing in Palm Springs? And someone said, because it's safe for them. And I thought, isn't it sad that we even have to think about being safe today?
It is.
When I was a kid, I could walk anywhere in the middle of the night. I was living in Windsor and then Detroit for a while, and I had no problem in the middle of the night. I'd go to Greek Town and dance with a bunch of guys with handkerchiefs in our mouths and breaking plates. Yes, we did that. And I'd walk home at 3 o'clock in the morning in downtown Detroit, no problem.
That's crazy.
Not
yeah.
today.
Even in Los Angeles, it's like, I don't love walking alone right now at night. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
different world.
a few months ago, the chief of police in Los Angeles went on television and announced, and this was shocking. He said, if you are planning on coming to Los Angeles, we cannot protect you. Think about that.
Wow.
Okay? The chief
Yeah.
of police.
That's crazy.
I know. It's all crazy. It's all, the whole world is upside down right now.
Jimmy Trues said, I loved Greektown. I was born and raised in Detroit.
Okay.
Same here in northern Michigan. We have some Michigan people here.
Yeah, Greektown was great. And I actually dated the belly dancer there.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so great.
What was her name? Queen.
Queen?
Well, she wasn't a real queen. I can't remember what she called herself. Anyway, if you've never dated a belly dancer, there are certain things they're capable of doing.
They say they love the stories, Al. Love the stories, Al.
Thank you.
And for those of you just joining us, we have a special deal today because we are doing the 12 days of savings. So we're discounting bundles. We do a new one each day. Right now, today we're showing you the Manuka Honey 4-pack with the retail value of $159.96. Holiday sale, $99.99. You get it for 38% off.
Great.
So stay tuned for the 12 days of savings. Zeta, do you like the hand cream? Do you use the hand cream a lot? The Manuka Honey hand cream?
I've never used the hand cream, but I actually have used the eye cream.
Well,
And I sort of put it on this skin right here and just kind of tap it in a little bit.
I think he's talking about the anti-aging eye cream he uses. But
Yeah.
have you tried the lip gloss, Zeta?
No.
Do
Oh, this is the lip
This is the lip gloss. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's try it.
I think it would look great on you. I think it would give you a natural shimmer, a natural shine.
Okay. Now, do I use this as the applicator, or do I put it
Yeah,
on
that's
my
your
finger?
lip gloss.
Pardon?
That's your lip gloss. You can use it on your mouth.
On my mouth?
Yeah.
Whoops. Ooh. Okay.
How is it?
Great.
It's smooth, right?
Great.
And the
Yeah.
great thing,
Thank you.
Zeta doesn't know this because he probably doesn't use lip gloss on a regular basis, but the great thing about this lip gloss is that it's not sticky like most of them.
Right.
It's actually hydrating. It probably feels kind of like a lip balm when you put it on, right?
I've never used lip balm.
You've used lip balm like the Suzanne lip balm, the coconut one.
Oh, the coca. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels kind of like that.
Wow. So, do I pat these lips?
No, you just keep.
I just leave it over.
You just leave it on. Don't worry, it doesn't look crazy.
It doesn't?
No, it's just giving you a little bit of shine, but it doesn't look crazy at all. It just looks like you have moistened lips. He's
Oh.
using the Manuka Honey one, which doesn't have a tint in it. If you get the cinnamon sugar or the peppermint one, they have slight tints, but this one's untinted, and I do think it's unisex. They said he's so cute. Al is so cute.
Oh, thank you. I'm cute.
They say he looks handsome. They
Wow.
like you with the lip gloss.
Well, thank you. Well, with the lip gloss, it's like I'm kissing sweet.
It tastes good, right?
Yeah, the only, I was going to say person, the only thing I have to kiss is Gloria. Yeah, Gloria likes when I kiss her. Really. When I kiss her head, she stops. Whatever she's doing, she stops.
When you guys play tickle.
Okay? Mm-hmm. You know, cats do weird things all day. They do. Cats are weird. And they have no shame, okay? They'll do something and you want to say, go do that privately. Why are you doing that in front of the world, okay? But they don't care. They don't have any sense of being embarrassed. And so they do whatever they want to do in front of you. So the only way she ever stops doing it is when I kiss her on the head. And she goes like that. I don't know what that means, but she goes like that. And then we have a little talk, and then I give her a tickle. She loves the tickle.
She loves it.
And she knows I've trained her. I guess I have trained her. If I whistled, she would come running. She can't do it now because I've closed the door to the bedroom.
Wow, so she actually answers is it called a beckon call?
I guess it is.
I can't believe she answers you when you whistle. She comes running to you.
Now there are times when I'll whistle and she'll go, "Oh, I don't feel like doing that right now." Okay. Whistle a little later when I feel, because, cats sleep most of the time. And when they're not sleeping, they're throwing up, right? Does your cat throw up too?
I guess they do throw up a lot.
Does Bunny, your dog, throw up?
Bunny actually doesn't throw up a lot, but Bunny, sometimes she'll just kind of blow the house down with a crazy fart. And you'll be smelling it thinking, where did that come from? Just in no one's vicinity, and she really knows how to do a big fart.
Wow, a little doggy like that?
Yeah, a little doggy like that. I'm coming over here because I want to introduce you to this.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a special, never before done on the show, granddaughter hand massage.
Wow.
Yeah. I know you and Zanny used to do massages on the show. Those were some highlights.
Yep.
Yeah. Those were some of my favorite to watch. All right, so we have the hand cream.
Okay.
Here we go. How is that?
Beautiful. Oh,
Smooth,
wow.
right?
Oh, yeah. You can do this all day.
Right?
Yeah, we should have started earlier. I've never had a hand massage.
Really?
Yeah.
Hand massage is the best.
Wow. It is. Daughter Leslie gave me one day we were walking somewhere together, and she took my hand, and I thought she took my hand to hold my hand, but then she started squeezing it. And I said, "Stop that." And she was just giving me a massage. So Leslie, if you're watching, I apologize. Anytime you want to give me a hand massage. So is that it? Just you're going to do one hand?
You want the other hand?
Yeah, sure. I love this.
Right? It's great, and it smells so good. It actually might be easier at this angle. Yeah, this is better. Last week we were talking about how the horses ate Zeta's thumbs, and this week I get the pleasure of massaging his half-eaten hands.
By the way, last week we had my nephews and nieces in from Canada, and so I wanted them to have a good time while they were here. So we scheduled a few things, and one of them was feeding the horses. And Russell, my nephew, told me afterwards, he said, when you said, thank you.
Yeah.
When you said feeding the horses, I thought, we're going to feed the horses? When we got there, after he'd been there 10 minutes, he said, this was not a good idea. This was a great idea. And we blew through 10 pounds of those little baby carrots, because these are a whole bunch of horses, and they stick their heads out of the stables, and they love it when people come to visit them. At least I assume they do, especially if you bring carrots. And a couple of times, what they do is they don't use their teeth to take the carrots. They use their big lips, and it's really great to feel their big lips on the palm of your hand. And you hold your hand like that. If you hold your hand like that, it's not good, okay? Because sometimes maybe if the lips don't get it, maybe the teeth will come out. So I had one situation where my fingers were actually inside the horse's mouth. I didn't like that. I felt the horse's tongue. I guess the horse's tongue. Do horses have tongues?
Yeah, I think so.
They do?
Yeah, because you have to. I think it's part of the anatomy. Yeah, I've seen a horse's tongue, actually, yeah. But he went up and he went like this to the horse's mouth.
Oh, well, that's what I did years ago. Yeah. So I have these little bumps here because I went to see the age of the. They said never look a gift horse in the mouth, and of course I said why not? So I went up to the horse and I did that, and the horse didn't like it. And it's a racehorse. It was at the Queen's Plate in Toronto. So the horse decided to get rid of me by chomping down on my 2 thumbnails. It's okay. How many of you had that experience?
Yeah, that's very unique to Zeta type of experience.
You know, I like to be a man with great experience in all areas. So my horse experience is limited. I mean, I don't ride horses. I have, but I don't generally ride horses. But I like to feed horses, and I like to be around horses, and I like to connect with horses as well.
You're very good with animals.
I love animals.
You've always been great with animals.
Yeah, I love animals. Animals are great. You know, they don't have any agenda. They're not jealous. I mean, they're great. The animals are great. And I like big animals as well as small animals, and the bigger the better. I did a show on ABC years ago, and one of the characters I played was this Swami, and I was able to hypnotize chickens. Now you're thinking, what good does it do to hypnotize a chicken?
Right.
And the answer is, it doesn't do any good. But can you hypnotize a chicken? Have you ever tried to hypnotize a chicken? The chicken doesn't get hurt at all. There was PETA. It's cool with the chicken, okay? We didn't hurt the chicken. We didn't kill the chicken. Although, what would the world do without chicken? Huh? There'd be no eggs, right? And there'd be no roast chicken.
Chickens really are like a life source, truly.
Yeah, exactly.
Truly.
Yeah.
They're saying that Alan is way too sharp for 87.
Okay. 87, that's really a fake year, I have to tell you. I'm really 54. I know I look too old to be 54, but I've had a hard life.
You guys haven't heard?
And I've had a very hard life, so I'm really 54. They told me to say that, I was 86, 87. So that people would feel sorry for me, but I just can't fake it anymore. I was in my 50s. Okay. Yeah.
The secret's out, guys.
Yeah.
Someone said, I'm 54. Alan's awesome. Zeta, how was the memorial for you?
Well, it was I got very emotional. This is the memorial for Suzanne.
Yeah.
That we had last week, and it was wonderful. I didn't realize that we had so many wonderful friends and family, and they were all there. And we're going up to Northern California to do another one for the rest of the family. And believe it or not, Suzanne's sister and her husband Bill Gilmartin. They are responsible for creating a family of 51 or 52 people, okay?
Awesome family.
52 people from 2 people, okay? They had 4 sons, and then the 4 sons did whatever they did, and they had a bunch of kids, and then the bunch of kids had a bunch more kids, and now there are 52 people altogether. It's amazing, really.
Because Maureen and Bill have 5 kids, right?
No, 4. 4 sons.
Oh, it's just 4. Okay. 4 sons.
4 sons.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, but when you have 4 sons, it's like having 5 kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, in our family, Bruce and Stephen, they just grunted their way through their teenage years. But Leslie, I won't talk about Leslie, okay?
Yeah.
Unless she gives me permission. If she gives me permission, I have a great Leslie story that I can tell you.
Well, I think Leslie might be watching because I did see her come on. I'm not sure if she's still here though. So Leslie, if you're here,
Yeah, let us know, Leslie.
and you want to give him permission to what could be anything. She said you have permission. She just came on. She said you have permission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just give you the back end first. Leslie is one of the great mothers of all time. And she has daughter Daisy, who's one of the, I mean, the whole family, really. Okay, let me tell you the story. So Leslie was going to Parsons, and we kept getting calls from the dean saying she's one of our best designers, but she keeps screwing up. And Suzanne said, it's drugs. So we did an what do they call it? Interaction? No.
Intern?
Pardon?
An intervention. Intervention.
So we go to the dean's office at Parsons to have an intervention. And as soon as Leslie walked in, I'm sure she knew what was going to happen. And what we said to her was, look, we've set up for you to go into this rehab center in Orange County. You'll be there for a month. You won't like it. And then after that, you're going to go to a halfway house for 6 months. And you may not speak with any of your friends. Well, there were no cell phones then either. You may not speak with any of your friends, but you're going to be there 6 months, and you're going to be doing washing floors, cleaning the bathroom, flipping burgers, whatever they ask you to do, and you're really not going to like it. Or no more Parsons, no more allowance, no more car, no more apartment, no more nothing. We love you dearly. What would you like to do? And she said, I want to go with you. Mm. So we all got in the car. We started driving to the rehab, and I was so happy. So was Suzanne. And I asked Leslie if she was carrying any drugs, and she said yes. And she handed me a little plastic bag about this big with some weed inside. Hardly any. I mean, if I'd sneezed on it, it would have been history. So I said, anything else? She said no. So she went through the program. She went through the whole 6 months at the halfway house, and she never had a problem after that. And she's been, I guess, recovering ever since. And a great mother, really a great mother. So I congratulate her for that.
It's true.
So she was then about 19 or 20. So 30 years go by, and she's turning 50, and we were so proud of her, and we gave her a wonderful 50th birthday party. And then at one point, I gave her her gift. And you know, when people, especially women, see a Tiffany box, their heart rate, I mean, really, it starts doing this. So I handed her the Tiffany box, and she opened it up and unwrapped the wrapping paper, and inside was the little plastic bag with the weed that I had kept for 30 years, not knowing what I was going to do with it, and this was the perfect time to give it back to her.
I remember this.
So
I was at that party.
Yeah, we both had a little teary moment, and then, excuse me, and then carried, and then carried on.
He's so good on his feet.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's so sweet. I do remember, I was there. I was really little, so I don't think I even knew. Well, I wasn't that little because Leslie's not that old, but I don't think I even knew what weed was at that time.
No, you would have been, let's see, so
10 or something?
You're 25, so you'd have been 13.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Leslie said, let's smoke it tomorrow.
There isn't enough there to smoke.
Yeah, he said it would all be gone with the wind as soon as he sneezed on it.
So it sounds like she's hanging on to it too for some reason.
Yeah.
There was something very symbolic about that. And there was a period when we moved during those 30 years. We moved a couple of times. And I lost track of that little bag, and I was a little panicky because I didn't want to lose track of it. So anyway, c'est la vie. So, do you want to talk about the package today?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just sit back.
So we have our Manuka honey. We have the Manuka honey bundle, which is on sale. So usually you would get this for the price of $154.99, or maybe it's $156. And today you're getting it for $99.99. It's 38% off because we're doing 12 days of Christmas holiday sales. So each day we mark down a new bundle. So today we're talking about the Manuka honey one. Everyone who tries this loves it so much because it's so moisturizing. It smells good. It even tastes good if you taste the lip gloss a little bit. I'm not sure you're supposed to do that, but Bunny loves it personally. And Manuka honey is just this incredible super ingredient. Antioxidant benefits, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties. So you're really getting the best of the best, and we pack these products with Manuka honey. So it's not like a lot of these advertisements will kind of sell you on their product and their special ingredient, and they really don't put that much in it. We put a lot in our ingredients because that's where we spend the money, right? Is on ingredients. It's not branding, it's not packaging, it's the ingredients. So you're getting the real product. And then we also have this volcanic scrub and mask.
I love that
duo.
one.
I know you love this one.
I love that one.
I could sense it. You never told me that, but for some reason I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, why do you love it, Zeta?
Okay, I can tell you why.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a dear friend. His name is Larry Flex. Larry Flex was the co-founder of California Pizza Kitchens. And one day we were driving up to Central California. I can't remember why. Oh, just a moment. Why did we go there? I can't remember. Anyway, so we had a lot of time together in the car. And he talked about doing a men's line. And I thought, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. So we started to research it, and I think we developed 2 or 3 charcoal products and to sell to men. And men just didn't care, okay? Didn't care, that was that. So today we have refined it a little bit, because when it was for men, I mean, you know, guys love, like I do. I love. What's that stuff they put in? Peach pit.
The volcanic pumice?
No, there's another one that we have that uses.
Oh, you mean the peach exfoliating cleanser?
Yeah, aren't there little pieces of a peach pit?
In this one?
No, in the
peach one, probably. Yeah, in the peach one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I love rubbing it on my face. And
yeah.
Suzanne used to rub it on my back, but I guess my back's going to have to go unrubbed from now on. That's okay. Anyway, what time is it?
What time is it? It is, I think we're just about...
Oh, it's 4:45.
We are just about ready to start eating our pasta.
Wow.
Yeah, our special meat sauce. So, thank you for joining us, and make sure to check out the 12 Days of Christmas special. We have bundles marked off every day. 12 days of savings. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thanks for joining us. Mwah.